Hello and welcome to day 9 of my 31 days of Halloween. So I've started this look off by already blocking out my brows, and then I go into the Huda Beauty Neon Green Obsessions palette and use that matte neon green and place that over my eyebrows and my eyelids. I then go into the Makeup and Murder Crime Scene Trace Evidence eyeshadow palette in volume 1 and use the shade Garage and apply this where my eyebrows will be, because I'm going to make my eye look a lot bigger and this will act as a new crease to the eye. I then use the London Copyright Playhouse palette and use the shadow Fearless and apply this into my new crease as well. I then apply the P. Louise base in the shade 0 to create a winged cut crease. I then set that cut crease with the eyeshadow called Jade that is in the Profusion Wanderlust palette. I do leave the centre a little bit clear because I add the eyeshadow called Gangrene that is in the Zombie Defense eyeshadow palette by the brand Lunatic Cosmetic Labs. I then get my Colourpop Shizzer Rainbow palette and use the shade called Mary Jane in that palette and apply it to the inner corners of my eye. Using the Fenty Beauty Vivid Liquid Eyeliner in the shade Banana Blaze, I then outline that winged cut crease. For my waterline, I use the Colourpop BFF Cream Gel Liner in the shade Crossed. Just a little reminder, I do have a Colourpop and a Makeup and Murder discount code in the description down below, along with some other ones from some different brands, so make sure you check them out. Using that London Copyright Dark Green eyeshadow that I used earlier, I just add some of it to the outside of the liquid eyeliner that is on my bottom lash line. Using a big body blending brush, I go into my Snazaroo Lime Green face paint and start to blend some of it on my forehead and also as a bit of a contour on my cheekbones. To really enhance the contour on my cheekbones, my jaw, everything like that, I also use the face paint called Grass Green by Snazaroo. Moving down to my chest area, I use the Snazaroo face paint in lime green and teal and start to place this all over my neck, my chest and my shoulders. I then go back to my face area and start to draw the scales using the Snazaroo dark green face paint. I start at the centre of my forehead and start to go above my eyebrows on each side and slowly bring the scales up towards my hairline. I then go back to that London Copyright Dark Green eyeshadow and start to create some shading on the bottom of each and every scale. I then go back in with that Huda Beauty Neon Green eyeshadow and start to fill the rest of the scale in with that. Going into the Urban Decay Distortion palette and using the shade called Shifty, I apply this as a highlighter on my cheekbones, my nose and all the usual places I would apply highlighter. Using that green eyeshadow we've been using everywhere today, I use it to contour my nose, my cupid's bow and the bottom of my lips. I decided to draw in some more scales so it went all the way up to my hairline, and then I got a white face paint and created a highlight on each and every scale. Going back to my neck and shoulders, I use the Snazaroo dark green face paint and start to sketch out the design that I want on my neck and shoulders. So I start off by drawing some really big scales going down my neck, and then on the outer side on my shoulders they get smaller, and then at the bottom of my shoulders they become spiky. I then get a black eyeshadow and start to create some shading around each of the spikes. So now it is time to fill in each scale with face paint. So I use the shades Teal, Lime Green and Dark Green by Snazaroo to do this. And like I did with the other scales, I go in with the white face paint just to add a little bit of highlight. I then add a bit of mascara and then use the Eldora B802 eyelashes. You've probably heard in my other videos if you've watched them, but I have a discount code with them as well. It's linked in the description down below with some other discount coupon codes for you. For my lips, I use the Kylie Cosmetics metallic lipstick in the shade Monster. On my lips, I created a really triangle spiky cupid's bow, and then on the outer edges, I made my lips spiky on the edges as well. I hope that makes sense. So now I have a little bit of explaining to do. I unfortunately lost the final video of this tutorial. I have no idea what happened, but I just cannot find it anywhere. So that is why you did not get a cool intro and you're not going to get a cool outro either. I'm really sorry. But to finish this look, I put on my green wig and I had this rubber snake cap that I got from eBay that was actually from Mexico, and I cut it up a little bit and placed it in my hair. So I've got some photos for you to show you, but I'm sorry that you're not going to get a cool outro and see it properly. This Halloween has been testing me when it comes to YouTube. I have had so many technical problems. I've been trying to keep up to date with you, but it's just, I don't know what is happening. The universe is trying to stop me from doing it. But I promise you, you will get your 31 days of Halloween. I promise, I promise, I promise you. This Halloween has just been really overwhelming and crazy. I've had so many opportunities, which I'm so grateful for. So thank you to all of you for supporting me, for giving me these opportunities that I'm getting. But it just means that I have had triple the amount of work to do this year than I have any other Halloween. So I'm just trying to get used to it and trying to juggle everything. So I'm sorry that some days I have missed, but I promise you I will catch up as soon as possible. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.
It's a tug of war, battling to keep my sanity. Say no.